Hey everybody, I'm just here to tell you a little bit about WAAMU, what we are, and how you can get involved. So WAAMU is a alumni organization for Western College, the Western College program, and the School of Interdisciplinary Studies, as well as the Individualized Studies program and the Western Center. We are a conglomeration of a lot of different people who care about Western's future, but also, have a shared past here. We are under the Miami University Alumni Office, so we want to make sure that we work closely with the alumni on their different events, like their alumni weekend, which is coming up in June. And they also help us send out information to you through email, newsletters, and other ways as well. But we are a social organization. So our goal as WAMU is to bring us together in as many ways as possible, celebrate the traditions that we had, and make new traditions in the future as we come together on Western's campus in the future, and also on Zoom. So thank you for taking a moment to watch this video and to be here today. So we are just like any other affinity organization at Miami. We have a board, and that board is sticking to our bylaws because the bylaws are really important. And with that, we have past presidents, including Mike Loffelman and Audrey Boggs, who was at this presentation as well. And those past presidents help support me as president of WAMU, the current president. But we also have folks on the board, and then those boards members will also co-chair committees. Anyone can be on a committee, and we'll talk about those in a minute. So as the alumni group, the WAMU affinity group here at Western, we are kind of a bridge between the current Western program, the Individualized Studies program, the Western Center, as well as the Western College Alumni Association from the Western College, formerly the Western College for Women. So we are really excited because anybody can be part of WAMU, anyone who was a Miami student, anyone who took a Western class, any past faculty and staff members. And we also have friends of Western, people who are, part of Western's, rich cultural fabric and our history here at Western College and at Miami University. So we have a web page, and on that web page, you can find our different events that we have coming up, including our quarterly board meetings and our alumni weekend events that will be coming up in June. So we encourage people to check out our webpage, but also to read our bylaws and understand, that we are the social organization for the Western College alumni, but also a bridge between the current programs and the alumni as well. I think I talk professionally. I can cut this out. I can cut this out. Okay. The current board right now has many members spanning multiple years. People have lots of different talents that they're bringing to the board. As I said, I'm Mark Mussman, the president, the current president. Audrey is a past president. Laura Dobbins is working as our editor for our newsletter and does really great work in getting the information. So when you have a story that you want to tell and you want to share, we want to make sure we get that in the newsletter so that people know what's going on and we can see what we're up to. Ben Gibbons is great at bringing people together. He might be reaching out to you, connecting other folks, which is a great strength that he has. Katie Gibson is a Miami employee and has a really close connection with the senior projects that the current Western individualized studies students are working on. Eric Johnson is also awesome and is working to help work on our structure and our bylaws to make sure that we're doing everything that we're supposed to be doing and we're being transparent in what we're doing. Mike Loffelman is our former president who is advising us and helping us make bridges within the university and with former alumni, as well as staff members. Beth McNally is a member of the board of Miami University, which is amazing. We have two Western grads that are on Miami University's board of trustees, which is a great and important asset that we have. And Barbara Wentz is an amazing representative of the WCAA who has a spirit unmatched, but also part of the Western way and the Western tradition and spirit. And we're so glad to have everyone on the board. But we do have a couple more spots on the board. We would love to have a Western 3.0, someone who's graduated since 2010 on the board. We need your representation on the board. We need to make sure that we're focused and we're getting things done, which includes bringing us together for different events and making sure that we're honoring the spirit of Western as we go. So this information is on the PDF that we'll be sharing with everybody. So you will have this information as we go, or later as well. So WAAMU has several committees, and these committees are really focused on specific tasks that will occur throughout the year. Some of them will be leading up to Alumni Weekend or our 5-year anniversary big parties that we have. But we also have kind of day-to-day stuff to do. So one of the things that we need to make sure is that our bylaws are correct and they're looking good and that we're following those. So that will be the Structure and Bylaws Committee. We'll have membership and alumni relations committee. So we want to make sure that people are coming to be part of WAAMU, because like anyone who cares about Western can be part of WAAMU. And so we want to make sure that they know that and they have opportunities to connect. And that's really what that membership group will do. The student relations and engagement will help when students are looking for mentoring or just advice, or you're working on something that you want to share with them. Maybe even they could bring you in to do a lecture about something. We want to make sure that we are engaging with the students, because the alumni are some of the biggest strengths, I think, of the Western community. The communications will work on the newsletters and making sure that people are getting up-to-date information about our events, but then also breaking more into social media. Currently, we don't have like a Facebook page. We do have a YouTube page, but we want to make sure that we're building that so people are getting the information about what's happening. And the finance and fundraising is really about sustaining our organization and making sure that we have the funds available to do the things that we want to do, whether it's print clothing or have a event somewhere, or even we could do something like a silent disco and have music from different eras on the headphones and dance down there at the Western Lodge or something. But we would need some money to do something like that. So the finance and fundraising. We also are looking at what does the future of Western look like. So for those of you who don't know, the current director of the Western academic part, the individualized studies, is going to be retiring in about a year and a half. And so what that means is that there's going to be a new director of Western. And as the alumni of Western and alumni of Western College, we want to make sure that we have a voice in that process. And so I've been talking with the dean about having somebody sit on the selection committee from Western, and they seem pretty agreeable to that. But we want to make sure that we are outlining what we're looking for in a director of Western for both the Western academic part and the community part, the Western Center part. And we want to make sure that that person that is in that position has that information about what Western means to us and where we think the future of higher education is going to go. If we don't do it, I feel like we're doing a disservice to that person and also to future Western students. So we are excited because we have a Future of Westerns advisory board that we're kind of calling Western 4.0. Like, what does the Western of the future look like? And Alicia is going to be heading that up, which is amazing. And they're looking at having some goals this coming summer, and by the end of the summer and the beginning of next year, to make sure that the selection committee has the depth of knowledge and breadth of knowledge of the Western experience and the spirit of Western, so that they're not just picking someone for that role that doesn't know the secret about Western, right? So that is a place that we're looking for some committee members for that. We do have some former faculty and staff on that, but we would like to have a wide range of people. So the alumni, at the 3.0, 2.0, WCAA, we want to make sure that everybody's has a voice in what the future of Western looks like. So I'm going to really quickly go through some of the committees just one more time. And you can read more about this on the PDF that will be on our website probably by the end of this week. And you can download it and you'll be able to use those links. But each of these committees is going to be expected to meet quarterly, and they can meet asynchronously, synchronously. They can do Zoom, they can do it on the phone, but to make sure that there is some sort of report of what's happening every quarter so that we understand that the work that we're doing is building upon what we've already started and it's going towards our goals, right? Because we have goals as this social organization to bring people together, to be transparent about what we do, and to really make sure that we are adhering to the traditions and spirit of Western, but also creating new traditions and making sure that we're growing that spirit of Western. So we will be doing this with your help, because we can't do this on our own. So we're going back to trivia. Let me stop this. So WAMU has several priorities and goals that are coming up this year. We really want to make sure we're bringing people together and keeping everyone informed about what's happening at Western, what's going on with Western alumni, who's doing what, who's publishing books, what's happening. But we also want to make sure that people know about Alumni Weekend, which is coming up, which is June 7th through 9th. Some folks are arriving on June 6th, and we'll be able to stay on Western's campus. So we have Young Hall, which is a new hall. It's got air conditioning and stuff. But there's also an option if we have enough people that will overflow into Clausen Hall. And so we want to make sure that as many people come in June, bring us back together. Now we have events that are already lining up. Hayes Cummins is going to do a hiking tour. We have a panel of past and current faculty and staff lined up. So we are asking people to be on that panel right now, but we want to make sure that we can see Western College program and the individualized studies program and the Western Center in this event in June. So make sure you put that on your calendar right now, like pull out your calendar and put that on there, June 7th through 9th, 2024. And we are going to be building our board this year and our committees. We want to make sure that everybody knows that there's a place for you, and WAMU is what you want to give is what you're going to get back. So we want to make sure that you have that opportunity to do that. And we want to make sure that the WCAA, as they hit their 50th anniversary of the last graduating class this year, that we want to make sure that we are extending a bridge to them and that they are part of the WAMU family here. So we're really excited about all those things that are coming up. And we also want to make sure that our goals are met of being transparent and that we're in. Our governance is tight, that we have our committee set up, that we are really making sure that the Western Advisory Board is giving the information to the Miami as they look for a new director, and that we help make sure people know that Miami's working to raise money with the WCAA and with WAMU to fund a directorship. Now, we are a social organization, so we're not directly raising the money, but we want to make sure people know that the legacy of Western can continue with the directorship being endowed. So that's something that's going on this year, and that shows our commitment to the Western legacy, and that we will continue to build a relationship both with WCAA, but also with Miami and the other alumni groups here at Miami. So we have lots of different ways. Now, if you want to be on our board, we want to make sure that we're showing your picture and your bio on our website so that everybody knows who we are. So we have information about where to share that. We want to make sure that you're signed up with the Miami alumni website and that you haven't blocked the Miami alumni email so that you're getting the emails about what's happening at Western. We want you to make sure that you know that we have newsletters and you're checking out our newsletters and you're subscribed to them. And if you're interested, which I hope you are, that you will sign up to be on one of the committees. It's so important for the future of Western that we stay active and we connect with each other and that we make sure that we come together just like in this picture, like we did back in October of 2023 at Western's 50th reunion. And we had so many great folks there. And we want to make sure that we keep bringing folks back and that we can be together as Western. The Western college folks will say forever Western, and we're going to say Western forever because that's who we are. So there are different groups that you can connect to right now on Facebook and LinkedIn, and we've got a YouTube page, and we'll kind of be growing this and making sure that people are connecting. So all the links will be in the PDF on our website, and make sure you check those out. I'm so thankful you took the time to watch this video and spend the time with us, but we have so much to do, and we can only do it with your help. So make sure that you understand that you have a space on these committees, that we need your help to make sure that Western's legacy and spirit continues on. And there's many ways that we're going to do this, and everything that you put into it, you're going to get back out of it. So thank you so much, and Western forever.